Hello. Thank you for watching Bougie Bayou Witches Podcast.
My mind run deep in my thoughts when I didn't have it. Sleeping on the floor, wishing it was a mattress. Now I'm in Hollywood with actors and actresses. Where everybody bougie, latest trends and fashions. I'd rather keep it a buck, 100 if you ask me. I was trying to pay the bills just like last.
Hello, I'm Tony from Bougie Bayou Witches Podcast. I'm the host, and I am here with my guests. I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm
Marquise.
Hey, it's Bossa Nova B.
Q the Alchemist.
All right. So today we're on episode 13. We'll be talking about being spiritual. Does it affect / hurt or help friendship, relationships, or family? So we're going to go ahead and get started on the friendship part. So how does one's spiritual beliefs influence the choice of friends? How do you feel?
Like my choice of friends or
yes.
how
just like overall, like your friends, your husband friends, like how do you feel, or just your loved one friends? Like how do you feel that your spiritual beliefs influence the choice of your friends?
Well, I just shut it all down if I don't like it. I just like if I see you, but that's because I'm different. Mm-hmm. You know I'm different.
Yes.
I could see somebody and I could see what their intentions are. I could see them without their face. And if I don't like the face that we have on, I see them without the face. And if I don't like it, I just run away. Like, I just turn. And I tell my husband the same thing. I'm like, that person's not good for you. He won't listen to me the first time. And the second time, he's like, oh, yeah, you were right. I was like, I told you. So then he starts listening to me now. And I don't know. It's just being intuitive to me has helped me keep negative people away from my life. So then therefore I'm able to be at the highest frequency and just loving myself and my husband and my family.
What about you, Marquise?
Yes. It does take an effect on like relationships, work relationships for sure. Just through experiences that I have had, but it also, makes me love myself even more as well, just for, just being different.
Right. That's it?
I mean, as far as family, okay, can we repeat the question real quick? Because I'm like, does it? I ain't gonna lie, because I was going blank a little bit.
Okay.
I went blank a little bit.
We can tell.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so how does one... Okay, here we go, Marquise. How does one's personality, beliefs influence the choice of friends?
Okay, yeah. So, growing up as like in a Baptist type of household and like a religious household, but also understanding and knowing the things that I'm into, like tarot, crystals, all of that. So, yeah, it does take an effect, and sometimes I feel like I gotta mute myself or sometimes dilute myself around certain relationships still. Okay. And that right there is where I'm at in the moment of, challenging myself and, you know what I'm saying? Just like standing on who I am. I'm not ashamed of it, but at the same time, though, I feel like I can either be too over-compromising for the sake of trying to not step on nobody else's toes.
Right.
Because I already get the bad, black sheep, demon, devil work, like all of the...
Love think what they want to. Who cares?
Exactly.
The stigmatism.
Exactly.
Yes.
Who cares?
Yeah.
And what about you?
Okay, yeah, so definitely I feel like it did take a toll on my friendships. Once I really showed my spirituality and stuff, I saw a lot of my friends fall off. A lot of, and that's okay.
Yeah.
They just weren't meant to be in my life.
In your life.
Exactly. And, I don't try to dim that for nobody because I am who I am, and if you don't resonate with me, you don't resonate with me. You don't resonate with me. And that's completely fine because I see my new soul tribe coming in that are more spiritually inclined. They're more on my vibration.
Right.
So, it's okay. I don't have no ill will towards nothing or nothing. Like, just is what it is.
Yes. All right. What about
Well, I have a friend that understands where I'm at, and she's more into the church thing, but she understands and meets me in a way to where I had to, try to, break it down to her to understand that I love God. God is love, love is God all day. But don't take it or separate me from just because you're doing something biblical. Don't take away from it, because if you want to go biblical, the high priestess wore a chest plate of crystals.
Yeah.
So let's be honest. But where I'm at, if you're not rocking with me, deuces. I don't care. Yeah. Where I'm at right now, in this point right now, if you're not rocking with me, I'm good. I sleep heavy at night. I sleep good, like a rock. I sleep good, so it's cool.
Well,
That's where I'm at.
I'm gonna love on me.
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, if you really break it down in the Bible, they really talk about crystals and stuff in the Bible. It's just you have to decode it. It's all about decoding. It's the same thing, but we're just using the elements. As far as like our spirituality and stuff like that, we're tapping into the elements.
Yes.
And that's when a lot of quote unquote religious folks will be like, that's evil and this and that. And it's like, how is that evil? When, and I don't know, it's just a rabbit hole with that. But, but it's like the same thing for real, Right. Yeah, it is a deep one, right? I know.
I don't know. I feel like with me, I want to be around like-minded friends.
Yeah.
They have no problem with what I do.
Yeah.
If they do have a problem with what I do, I know it's not going to last.
For sure.
Because I know the path that I'm on, and if they're on it, cool. If they're not, hey, I accept that.
Yeah.
But I know that we might not be communicating and talking to each other that long, because I can't go to you and talk to you about certain things because you're not on the same path that I'm on.
Exactly.
You'll think I'm crazy or weird when I start telling you my ancestors told me this and that.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
Yeah.
So you do have to kind of be around like-minded friends that are understanding and accept what it is that you do. That's how I feel.
Yeah. No, for real.
I totally
That's
agree.
To each his own.
Yeah,
That's
I totally agree.
my opinion. But I would say next, can differences in spiritual views strain or enrich friendships? Do you feel like, differences in your spiritual views strain or enrich friendships, Ma?
Do you mean like can they make them better by your
Can
spiritual?
it kind of make it better, bad, like wear a toll on it?
To me, I feel like it makes it better because you're always, at least for me, I'm speaking for myself,
right?
You want to just talk to people, friends, your spouse, whoever it might be, and just give them the advice of what you see, because you have intuition, because you have whatever it is that that your abilities are or your gifts. And if you start using them and I'm like, hey, you should do this because if you do this and you stay on this path, you're going to success. And if they stick to that path, they're going to be successful. And then they come back to me and they're like, oh, I did exactly what you told me to do. And guess what? My life changed completely. Thank you so much. And I'm like, see, that to me it's a beautiful thing. So that's good. I like it.
What about you, Marquise?
It can be straining. Like, again, just the differences. Some, like, there are friends that I can talk to about it with, don't get me wrong. And some of them that do know, but as far as, like, talking to it about with some people that I really like to talk to about it with. They just, like kind of like you was just saying, they just, wouldn't get it or understand. Like, my mom, for example, she is, like, she does, get it and understand. So she's learning, trying to learn a little bit, which is
open-minded.
Open-minded, yes, very much so. And sometimes even then, like, talking to open-minded people, they're curious. And here I am trying to pour something, but they, got these questions like, so what does... And I'm, like, having to explain, which there's nothing wrong with that, but it's like, I kind of need to... to get this event or, whatever, vice versa. So,
Yes, I definitely feel that it has helped some of my friendships I have. It's all about planting that seed, in their brain.
Yes.
And I've seen, some people that, they come to me and they see that I'm on my spiritual path and they see that what it's done for me, and they're like, what's the sauce, girl? Basically, And I'm like, there's no sauce to it. It just kind of has to happen to you naturally, But, you kind of plant that seed And then, you know, they start to like do their own digging or whatever and get into their own. And then next thing you know, you talk to them again. And it's like, yeah, like you see them, you know, working with the crystals and stuff like that. And I'm like, I love that. I love that. Because it's like, you see them become like a better person.
Yes.
A better version of themselves.
They're waking
you know?
up.
Yeah. And then also, it can be shameful. Like I was saying in the last question, it can be shameful too. Because some people, they're closed-minded.
Yes.
They're very closed-minded, you know, and they think you're a witch and they think you're evil. Like he was saying, you know, like they think all this
bad
ooh,
stuff.
you know what I mean?
Taught.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, you know what? If you're not meant to be in my life anyway, then obviously, you know, because I don't
Who's
need
meant
nobody.
for you? It's gonna be meant for you.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. And it's okay. The strangest part is that I'm not knocking anybody that reads the Bible that do their thing, but if you on a way of trying to learn something, people be afraid of certain things that they don't know about.
Right.
So when you go to Christianity, you're gonna be afraid of that, or when it comes to spirituality, you're gonna be afraid of that. So you got to kind of pick what resonates with you, what resonates with your spirit, and understand what pulls and tugs on you. So it's not saying one is better than the other, whatever. But the thing about it, everything flowed in the spirit before it came to word.
Yeah.
So if you want to be biblical, but on the terms of the good part is that we love different. I'm saying that we don't love that other people don't love, but we keep the heart chakra open.
Yes.
Got to.
We keep it open. We keep it open.
Can't keep it closed.
Yeah, because the thing about it, you can't get into downloads, you can't get to certain things. That's why, you know, when it speaks in book that, you know, everything comes from the heart. So you got to be careful what you speak. But, you know, we have to just understand that love. Love is the key to all. Love is the conqueror of all. Love heals all wounds. Love is just love. And I taught a friend how to love different. To love, you know, in a way of with no bound, with understanding.
And that's
just
beautiful that you did that, you know, that you taught her or your friend, you know, to do that.
because, like, you know, when people be mad, you know, I still love on you.
Yes.
I don't care how mad you mad at me, I'ma still love on you. I don't care if you dirty me, I'ma still love on you.
Yeah.
I don't care what you do to me, I'ma still love on you. Because the simple
Yeah.
fact is, it's gonna open it up no matter what. It's gonna knock those walls down.
Yeah.
And especially when it's real, raw, unconditional love. Man, it hits different. It's different.
They might not be used to that. They're like, what?
Yeah,
You know?
but then again, they got some people who reject it, some people would abuse
Yeah.
it, but they got some people that it starts chiseling that ice off the heart.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's what's up.
he's good. Okay, but he's teaching me something. So
Yes.
be teachable, be open,
One person at a time.
That's real.
One
Be
person
teachable.
at a time.
be open.
I would say with me, it can sometimes put a strain on your friendship because I do have someone that I've known, I would say more like 10, maybe 11, 12 years, that I am spiritual. Now, I understand her husband's real more religious and stuff like that. So, you know, like she did invite me to come over to a housewarming party. If you watch it, hey, hon. So, you know, she was like, oh, just make sure you don't do all that talking about, you know, what you do. And I was just like, what? I am who I am. I'm not, you know, like when I go into different settings and stuff, I don't just sit here and say, hey, by the way, I'm a witch. You know, like I don't announce all that because I feel like it's a time and a place for, you know, all of that. But it's just the fact that she said that I was just like, are you serious? Like, you ashamed of me. I understand your man's a Bible guy. You know, he reads the Bible a lot. Nothing wrong with that. I don't knock anybody to do what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, he's religious. Cool. I have no problem with that.
Right.
But just because I am a little different from
Right.
you and him don't mean that what I do is such a bad thing. So, like, if I did come to the place, you don't want me to say what I do because you're afraid that people might look at me crazy and look at you differently. So I did take a little offense to that. But no, I didn't attend it because I was a busy person at the time. I was busy. I couldn't go. But it just lets you know that sometimes your friends are not always, or I would say associates, acquaintances, are not always cool with what it is that you do. They might tolerate it, but they might not be okay with it. And when you come around, you have to be careful, right, and accept it and mindful of what it is that you say around it because they don't want you to embarrass them because, you know, they have their, you know, there's certain crowd that they run with and they might not be okay with what it is that you do.
I start saying,
Man.
So I was
if
just
you
like,
don't like me, you
Yeah.
know how
That
I am,
part.
don't invite fight me.
Yes, because I am not going to shy away from who I am. No, I want to embarrass you, but at the same time, I am who I am. If a guy asks me what's my religious preference, background, and all that, I won't tell him because I don't have nothing to hide. I have accepted who I am, and I love that.
Right.
Yes. And people ask me, I just like, I am and I love. That's it. And the thing about it, like, it's just tugging on me. I have to go here. When he turned the staff into a snake, and the snake became back to wood. So is that sorcery? Is that magic?
Oh,
so we have to understand those things.
Yeah, let's really talk about it.
So we have to understand those things. So you got to understand, like, hey,
they was doing magic back in the Bible time.
Where's the contradictory?
Right.
But it got
people call it Christian mysticism.
Turning
in
what?
Areas.
Water into wine?
What is mysticism?
Yeah.
Right.
Come on now. It can't be here, it can't be here. It
for sure.
Together.
Exactly.
It flows together.
Right.
And it was just tugging on me like I was trying to I'm going to say it, but it had to come out.
Say it.
Yeah, it had to come out.
You can let your voice
It had to come out. So, it's just,
that's
where it's at.
Yeah.
That's where it's at, man. People have to understand, like, be mindful. Have an open mind when you read the book.
Yes.
Have an open mind. You got to have an open mind because
agree.
it's coded. You break it down. And I read it from cover to cover 3 times. And I just broke it down like, man, I done cracked the code.
Because everything we talking about, God created.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Because didn't they say the fallen angels is the one that taught the humans about astrology and all this stuff? But I mean, before they fell, where was they at?
Right. Okay, y'all. So what are some ways spirituality can deepen connections among friends? What do you feel are some ways that spirituality can deepen the relationships among friends?
I'll let him go on. Let me think about it. Because I only have spiritual friends. I don't know. I can't connect to like.
So what is the ways you think spirituality can deepen connections among your friends?
Man, like with my sister, like she's sitting up there getting into the spirituality. She's trying to somewhat go vegan a little bit too and stuff. So she, I'll be telling her about stuff and. It's cool because she can sit up here. Is it a Mercury retrograde going? Yeah. She'll ask, and then like at work, like I have certain coworkers or some residents. They'll be like, can you read my cards? And even though I can't read their cards no more at work, I can. I can still. Doing? Yeah, to me that's just giving like. I feel like they're actually like wanting to understand spirit, wanting to get like like closer to spirit. Yeah, in tune with themselves, their higher selves, their better selves. And I'm like, okay, I like this. Of course. So yeah.
Okay, what about you, Ma?
Sorry, I was getting a whole nother download. I have a message for you later. So
okay, all right.
It's like, huh?
Okay.
I'm sorry, the question again.
Okay, so what are some ways spirituality can deepen connections among friends?
I just feel like being more awakened. I hate the word that we're using, awakened, but it's just we are becoming aware of what we've always been. That's how I see it. It's just, we got programmed to be a certain different way. But now that we are who we are, it's just like, it's nice to conversate with people that are like-minded and, I don't know, just help each other. If I don't understand something, it's nice to get perspective from another person and get more information from that. So, yeah.
That's real, because this is refreshing.
Yes, very much.
Sometimes you think you know it, and you're like, wait, actually, I didn't think about it.
Right.
For sure.
Right.
So
it's very
therapeutic.
Yes, therapeutic. Yes. It's not draining at all. You leave feeling energized.
Right.
It's that infinity motion. Everybody is
in the flow state,
Yeah.
That's real.
So how do you feel on it?
I feel like I feel like that's kind of like how I said in the last question, like, how it's good to like see like your friends, and you see them like flourishing basically, by giving them the advice. Because like I said, like how they see you on your path and it's just like, they want to like, dang, like this girl, she, I seen her when she was down here and now she done, ascended. And it's like, dang, real. Like, like I want to, how can I like do that, And it's like, okay, first of all, you got to go through some shit, You know, like, for real, you gotta go through some shit, you know, like she said, you gotta lose your mind to find your soul.
True.
You know, and it's just like, it's not something that you can just, it's gotta come naturally. But like, you know, one of my best friends, she's a Pisces, so she's very spiritual, like it's in her already. But you know, she saw me on my journey, and I feel like she went through her own dark night of the soul. So I was kind of helping her, you know, because she was like, I don't know what's going on, this and that. And now it's like, you know, we became so much closer because now we're like both tapped in, like super, you know, and she's like into spirituality. It's just beautiful just to see. And I'm like, you know what? Like, I love that. I love that for you because, you know, we didn't came from the, you know, like concrete. So it's like just beautiful, you know, like.
What about you?
Well, you're not a diamond if you don't go through pressure.
Yeah.
So my thing is that my extension, my change of energy, like since I've been podcasting, my friends have been like, man, every time I see something different, you just climb it. They want a piece of it. They want to figure out where the energy is coming from. Because I seen you at your lowest, and basically what she was saying earlier, like I seen you at your rock bottom. But how you became here is just that I never stopped.
Right.
I never stopped. Like I said, last we was talking about the last sequel. I became Invictus. I became relentless. No matter how much you tried to hurt me to the core, I became greater. I became stronger. I became smarter, wiser. And
alchemy.
You know, that's so that thing is just a part of that. No matter how much you try to break me, I come back stronger every time.
Right.
So they wanted that. It was like, man. So I have so many people reaching out to me that I would never thought, like E.T. Eric, you know, E.T. the hip hop preacher, the speaker.
Oh, okay.
He reached out to me. You know,
I was like the alien.
No, Eric.
Entertainment tonight.
I know you on another frequency now, but like,
you know,
I thought it was my entertainment tonight.
Well, Eric Thomas, he reached out to me through email to take up one of his classes. To take up one of his classes to become a speaker, you know, traveling the world speaking.
Okay.
So
that's beautiful.
you know, so it's reaching a lot of people. It's reaching a lot of people, you know, just from, you know, the things that I've been through and everything that I share is a part of me. It's my story. Right. It's not nobody else's story. It's what I went through to help other people because other people don't know how to take the first step to even come out of it.
Yes.
They don't know how to take the first, you know, step or the first thing to even think about because some people just in that lower state to where they can't come out.
Yes.
So your story might be the one to save a person's life.
Part,
and I had a person call me and
Exactly.
said, your story just saved my life.
Yes.
So I got to keep doing this. It's like I'm scratching the surface. I got 10 tablets of stuff written, and I'm going to let it come out. You know, so from the north to the south, I'm going to run my mouth.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. I would say, what are some ways that spiritually can deepen connections among friends? For me, I would just be educating and, you know, just letting them know about, you know, what spirituality has to, you know, offer. I love it. You know, it changed my life a whole 360.
Yeah,
so
same.
you never know who else that you know that you can, you know, inspire and let know more about it. So yes. All right. So our next question, we're gonna be talking about relationships now, y'all. We done with the friendships. We on to the relationships. Did I say the friendships? Yeah. So we done with the friendships. We on to the relationships. So how do partners navigate differences in spiritual beliefs within relationship?
That's a tough one and a good one.
Ooh, yeah, that was like,
That's a tough one and a good one because I am the way that I am. My husband is not the way that I am, but he doesn't knock it.
Right.
Because he comes from a Muslim background. And whenever I tell him or I give him, I guess for us it'd be downloads, for him it's advice.
Okay.
And he's like, oh, okay, I'll listen to it. And the more that he does it, the more that I've noticed, like without me saying anything at all, he'll start getting on like the phone, like, what does it mean to be a Sagittarius rising? What does it mean if I start seeing 111? And I'm just like, oh, he's starting to get on board. He's starting to come on. Okay, cool.
Converted. No, just
I can't use that word.
But I mean, it's the truth.
Yeah. Well, he's growing. He's growing. He's taking the steps.
I wanted to push him, and then I realized I can't push him.
Yeah, for sure.
He has to do it
naturally
because he wants to do it at his timing. And I'm like, I'm waiting for you to get where I'm at because we have something that we're supposed to do that's so amazing. And then I had to take a step back and be like, Myra, you can't push him. He needs to do it on his own. Right. Even though I am a little tired, I'm 36, he needs to get on it. But that's besides the point. I digress. But he's learning. It's good.
Yeah, that's what's up. Because I feel like it's probably like you just sitting up there. You know what I'm saying? He's into it and accepting of you and stuff, even though y'all are different. So, I mean, that's really what's up. You being mindful, you know, of it. Like, that's sweet. Because I would have been like, hey.
Like, come on.
That's what's up.
So how do you feel on that topic?
You know, honestly, to be honest, I haven't really ever thought about that until this question came up just now. Okay. And I'm thinking of romantic relationships as far as like the relationship
that's basically
goes.
what it means. Relationships romantically.
Sometimes I don't really get much question about it. Sometimes I like, because my altar is right there in my apartment. So I mean, it's there. My incense, like you know, it is what it is. They won't ask about it, but you know, then sometimes I don't even just feel like the necessary need to even, you know, mention it. I mean, not make it a big deal. If you have questions about it, I'll be glad to answer it. But
right.
Yeah.
What about you, honey?
I feel in my relationship, the person, whenever I first got with him, he was like, in the beginning, I was a little bit more advanced in my spiritual, you know, journey and stuff. And at first, I was just like trying to help him and stuff like that, because I feel like some people, whenever we do meet, you know, they do say that, you know, when we meet people, it's like we're at that vibrational match. But I also feel that people come to you, like, you know, relationship wise, because they need that healing as well. You know what I mean? And they see you and it's like, you know, and it's kind of like draining, you know, in a way, because it's like, absolutely. You know, but it's like if you really mess with that person and really want to see them grow, it's like you'll help them and stuff like that. Right. And I feel like I've done that, and now it's like he kind of just thanks me a lot, because he's like, man, like if I didn't meet you, like I would have been like, you know, kind of. And I'm like, oh, well, you don't gotta thank me. It's really Source, but like he's using me as a vessel. I feel, you know, like, you know, but I mean, I hear you, you know, like, so.
My husband is a Gemini. Geminis do not like to talk about their feelings. Their feelings are like, no. So now he's become like a whole like mushy person. He's like, why did you make me this mushy person? I don't like that. I'm like, you're just loving, you know, you have to heal your masculine energy first. For sure. And then so you can have your masculine and your feminine together leveled out. You have to be both. We all do, as women and as men.
Balanced. So you're a Leo, right?
Yeah.
And your husband's a Gemini. Yeah, I'm an Aries, and the person I'm dealing with, he's a Libra. So it's like fire and air. So definitely, I feel that with the whole, like, don't like to talk about feelings. And it's like, yeah, I'm a whole feeling person, you know? Like, like, I'm going to say what's on my mind, you know?
Like, say it like this.
Yeah, for real.
Can't stop it.
That fire energy. Hey.
Yeah, for real.
So how do you feel? Do you feel like, I guess, partners navigate differences in spiritual beliefs within relationships?
Well, I can say that my last was just like, it didn't work, because the thing about it, the things that I was just speaking about, it was just like she couldn't fathom it, because like it was theologian school she went through, stuff like that. It was more biblical, but it was just like I didn't understand the things that she was doing. It was like it wasn't adding up to being biblical or spiritual. It was like you were just doing craziness. Like, I don't know, I didn't understood it, but I know right now where I'm at, she has to be in tune with me. I don't care who she is. She has to be on my level. Right. And the simple fact is, you know, she have to be an extended woman. Because the thing about it, you know, I have a spiritual mother. She's like, it's going to take a special type of woman to deal with you, baby.
Ooh,
like, it's going to take a special type of woman.
Same.
It can't be just no any woman. And the thing about it, so she has to be there. And the thing about it, like, I met another Leo. And it's kind of intriguing. It's It's fun. It's like,
Leo's
we had the first.
Such a Leo thing to say, right?
It's crazy because like we had the first.
Where's
spat.
the lie?
Yeah. We had the first.
Where's the lie? No.
Okay.
We had the first.
Leo in the 8th house.
We had the first spat, and it was just like, so did we just have an argument? Did we just laughed about it, and it was just cool. Like, so it's like having that female version of me.
Okay.
It feels so good
Right.
to where, like, you know, almost to where we mirroring each other in a good way.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So it's that type of thing. So it's like it's different. She's a little bit younger than me, but
Oh, he's talking about somebody present.
so it's quite the journey. Yeah, somebody, you know, we conversating, we talking, we trying to see where things can go.
There you go.
It's you know, it's very
Hey, how you
intriguing.
doing?
Yeah.
It's
I
very
wish nothing
intriguing.
but the best for y'all.
So it's
you know?
it's like
Yes.
I love it because like I finally met a female version of me. Like
Yeah.
that's the thing about it because where I'm at right now, man, I date myself. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's
I'm
up.
loving on me.
You know what I'm saying? So
Where's the male version of me at?
so it's kind of like hey, it's intriguing. I like it. I like it, man. I like it.
I feel that partners can, I guess they can, you know, strengthen and help you out when you are in a relationship with someone that is on the same level as you. The relationship part, you know, it don't really relate to me because I'm single. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. I'm single. But, you know, I am listening to, you know, everyone that I'm interviewing. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the next question on...
Next.
Right. Next. I can't really relate to it. I'm not in a relationship. But can shared spirituality strengthen romantic bonds?
Yes.
Oh, yes. I feel like it can.
It can, yeah. Whenever you are both, how do I say this? On the
Same
same
spiritual frequency
frequency,
level.
and then you and then you whatever together. It's so much more amazing. It's so much more
Yes.
beautiful. But then it's also like the side of like, okay, right now he's not in a good place right now. I'm gonna go ahead and stay away because I don't want to connect to him because I have severed that cord for right now because I don't want him to be. You know, it's all about soul ties.
Right.
So
situation right now.
so you have to be able to detect that.
Yeah,
like,
That's
True.
real.
do I want to be intimate and be like hardcore and go at it, or is he not really good right now mentally? He's stressed out. He has this going on. Da, da, da. I don't want to feel that. Go ahead and take it right back to you until you get right. Then we can come back.
Yeah.
Right. I totally agree.
And me too, and vice versa. If I'm not doing good,
yeah.
it's not good for him because he'll feel it.
Yeah.
He'll feel my
Yes,
sadness,
feel the
my
energy.
depression, my
Yeah.
anger, my whatever, and then he'll just back it up on me, and I'm like, why are you talking to me like that? You're talking to me crazy.
Yeah.
And in reality, those are all my emotions that are just reflecting
Yeah,
back on me.
exactly.
I'm like, well,
Very
damn.
Yeah, projecting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
projecting back.
What about you, Marquise?
I'm not in no relationship right now, but
You
I
can't
am
relate to
using
that,
okay.
So if you were in one, how do you feel?
I would just, I guess, like while I'm dating,
Okay, so you dating, you kind of like, you know,
I'm single,
you know,
but I'm
somewhat
shot
relationship, but you dating.
ish. I'm right
I'm
now.
not
It's
even
like,
dating.
look, I'm enjoying myself for the first time, and
Okay.
I don't know if it got anything to do with all my strong Libra placements, but for some reason, I just could not get it through my head that I do not need nobody to complete me, make me feel happy. Like
Yeah.
I'm
What I'm
looking in
talking
this
about.
mirror, loving who I'm
Yes.
seeing. I'm
Loving on
actually
you.
talking to
Loving
myself
on you.
positive and stuff,
Yes.
and it really took that deep shadow work
Right,
to get
Yes.
to this point.
You
right.
do.
And maybe some of them candles too.
Yeah.
The self glamour candle, that's on the spiritual elite. But but no, like honestly, see, like it really like is been in a good space for me, and I'm really like on this protecting me and like right now,
Yes.
like I'll be
That's
seeing
beautiful.
spirit like.
Yeah.
Bringing out these little, and especially during Mercury retrograde right now, like I'll be seeing spirit trying to bring
man.
these old raggedy ass stuff.
Man.
And I'm like, this child's play, God.
Yeah,
Like, you know, That's a no.
Yeah.
That's a no.
Hardcore.
No. And I'm
yeah.
like, okay, Spirit, you got to
Yeah.
come a little harder than that. But
Yeah.
let me stop because Spirit could be looking at me like,
Look at
Okay,
now.
now,
We were trying to
look.
help you out.
don't get what
Keep
they
on.
say, high in your britches just yet now.
We ain't gonna
Like,
give you nobody else today.
look, I'm like, look at me protecting me, look at me loving me, like,
Yeah.
So that's kind of like where I'm at right now, and I was
Okay.
thinking about that on my way here too.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah. That's
So, what about you, hon? Can shared spirituality strengthen romantic bonds?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I feel. And by the way, just to add on to that that's definitely a Libra thing because y'all don't know how to be by yourselves. You know, y'all love. So not to call you out, but I'm calling you out.
You good. You
But it's
good.
good. I'm very happy that you are like,
Thank you.
being strong. You know,
Thank
like
you.
I love that. But yes, like most definitely, I feel like it can strengthen your bond. You know, as long as you guys are both on the same page and
Right.
stuff like that, and want to grow together spiritually.
Yeah.
Right. As Leos, man, we natural born loners.
Yeah.
Like for real. So when we are getting to that point to where we are rebuilding ourselves, so we kind of be secluded and transforming. So what I've been doing lately, I've been transforming. I got back in the gym. I'm at the tip top shape.
There you go.
I feel like I'm 20, so I'm just in my 40s. So I just been
That's what
We still young.
Okay.
doing things differently and reiterating certain things, and
Hermit mode.
that romantically, I ain't didn't do the romantic thing yet, but it's just that it could be a growth. It's like she was speaking, has to be on the same level, has to be the same energy reciprocating back and forth, a projection type of thing. But I'm like, I don't know, it's just the love I have to give. It's like if you are down, let's meditate together.
Yeah.
Let's get down. Let's meditate together. Let me pull you back up. Let me fill you back up. So, cause like if you off, it's go upset everything in the whole house. The kids go hit everybody. So I don't even hit them because when they hit them, they don't really don't understand what's going on. They run around wild and so I can't let it impact them. So I have to keep it from them. So look, hey, let's go into our secret place and meditate. Let's get it together. Let's get back on one accord. Bond. Oneness. Let's go within. Get back to our higher selves and channel this thing together and let's slay these demons together.
Yeah, conquer it. Yep.
That's
I love
it.
that. I love that.
Wow. That's amazing. I love that. I love everybody's responses. And I would say next, because I'm not in a relationship, so I don't have to answer that question.
I don't know.
But if you were though.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
You know I'm gonna be the one to call it. You know I'm gonna be the one to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I was, yes, I do feel like it can strengthen, romantic bonds because I would want somebody that is spiritual. If you're not spiritual or at least open-minded, then what can we do?
Exactly.
We can't do nothing together. Like like he said, we can't meditate together. We can't do spell work together.
Yeah.
We can't help one another talk about spiritual stuff because you'll be looking at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah, for
so
real.
I would have to be with somebody that is on that level, but it's gonna take a special someone like this lady who had read me told me. It's gonna have to be a special man to come into your life because I am a special individual.
Yeah.
And not everybody is meant for me, and I'm not meant for everybody.
Right.
That's okay.
That's good though. That's a good thing.
Okay.
It's a good thing.
Yes.
So I will stay single until that special someone appears.
Yes.
Come on, special someone.
Yeah.
Look at that, come on.
Come and knock on the door right now.
All right. So, what role does spirituality play in resolving conflicts in relationships?
Well, I
conflicts.
I get really. I'm gonna say the word manipulative on that because I know I know how to control the situations and I tell him to stop thinking a certain way so he stops thinking a certain way. And I know I shouldn't do that, but just to avoid conflicts, I just go ahead and sweep it under the rug again because it's not that serious.
Yes.
If it was serious, then I would listen to him. But if not, then no. I'm not dealing with it. We're gonna think differently. Okay, where this is not where it's gonna go. It's not where it's gonna go.
Right. So about you.
Obedient. Nice.
What role does spirituality play in resolving conflicts in a situationship or relationship for you?
I gotta catch myself because not with what I'm about to say, but when it's in that conflict, I'll be like, where that hot foot powder at? Let me. And then I sit there, I gotta catch myself like.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like, okay, why can't I just sit up there and just love on them?
Yeah.
Like he was talking about, like, why can't I just sit up there and just try to like transmute that into like loving? But I'm human. I'll sit up there and get into.
Yeah.
I get mad. So, but then before I get impulsive and want to do something, then I'll later on be like, damn. I'll just sit up there and I try to use my spirituality for grounding myself, learning about, me, and also just understanding the other person's point of view as well. Like what level they're at. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Right. Okay, what about you, Hank?
I definitely feel how he feels, and I do still struggle with impulsiveness whenever, because when I get mad and I just be like going off sometimes, if it's like, it takes a lot for me to get mad. But when I do, it's like, oh, and then I'm like, dang, okay, that was not cool. But it's like, you have me up though, and it's like, then it's like, okay, like, you really just have to ground yourself. Like, like you're saying, like you have to ground yourself, and it's like, okay, like, and that's something that I still struggle with, and I can admit that. So, yeah.
Yeah. It's basically Leos, we shut down. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we shut down and we try to go in our heads into, self-thinking, okay, how could I, we play it 4 times in our head. How could I do this here? How could I do this? How could I go at it differently? So basically, the transmute of the energy, the transmute of the love energy. Come on, let me just love on you. Come here. Yeah. Let me just love on you. I know it's all right. Come on, let me give me a hug. It's good. Okay. So one of those type of things. It's just that giving that type of thing to where to get them to understand, like, I know you had a hard day. I know it's going good, but I have to be the one, since, I'm on a spirituality level, be able to balance it and control it.
For sure.
Because when I spiral out, everything goes apart. So the things about it that I got to keep it on that, okay, all right, you're the leader of this situation. You're the captain of this ship. So you got to get it together in order for everything else to go right. So if it's not flowing right with you, because I'm the head. I'm the king.
Right.
I'm the alchemist of my tribe. So that I created. So I have to keep that balance. So it's really a balance thing, the energy. You got to keep it. You got to keep it right. So to order to reciprocate it in the whole household, because if it's not, it hits everybody. Then you got to go and get and fix everybody.
Because spirit gonna look at you like, you know better.
Right.
Like,
so,
but you see
you
know better.
So true.
So I'm about to get whipped for not obeying the right way.
Yeah.
So okay, I'm about to get on you real quick.
Yeah.
I'm about to get on your head.
Yeah.
I'm about to make you have this type of dream to where I came to you and I'm about to show you should do this.
Yeah.
So now fix it.
Yeah.
Get it right.
Okay.
So it's on you.
And I still struggle with.
So it's on you.
Okay, I'm
So it's on you.
progress.
That part.
So it's basically on you.
That's real.
It's basically that part. Fix it. Get it right.
Yeah.
Get right.
Yeah.
Get
right.
Yeah, for real.
Well, we're about to jump on the family part real quick and wrap this up. But how does spirituality shape family dynamics and traditions? How do you feel that spirituality shape family dynamics and traditions?
I don't know. I really can't connect to that question.
Same.
Because myself and my family, we don't see eye to eye when it comes to that.
Well, you connected to it because you and your family don't see eye to eye on it. You see what I'm saying?
Connected in what way? What do you mean?
Because you're basically saying that you and your family don't connect when it comes to spirituality. So you're basically giving your answer. Y'all don't connect to it.
Yeah.
So,
I don't connect to it. I just don't. I don't know. They see their ways. They're very Catholic. They're very, and I'm not. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's like that.
That's real.
And I don't really like to put too much focus into something that is just so negative.
Right.
If they're not going to accept me for who I am, then I just keep it moving.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Yeah.
What about you, Marquise?
For me, the way I can answer that question, I can't wait to become a guardian angel for the descendants in my family. Like, I mean, as far as like, cause again, just like my family, they on different, religious paths and stuff. So when I'm sitting up here, just thinking to myself now, our ancestors, our loved ones that have passed and gone, they looking back, looking at all of us in church and all doing all this stuff like, y'all really got it all backwards. Right. Y'all really have no clue. So I be thinking about that, and I'm like, man, when I'm back with my loved ones and stuff, or when I'm in that other realm, I can't wait to sit up there and be that one that's called on to sit up there and avenge one of my descendants or something. I'm gonna be like probably a great uncle or somebody along the way. God bless me to let me have some kids for my grandkids. They won't even know what's coming. And then on top of that too, like maybe on down the line there will be, more or another somebody that's that black sheep or that one that's into, that different stuff. Right. And chosen one. I'll be there to, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna know because I'm not gonna, as I'm growing, I'm stepping into my essence. So my family and everybody gonna know, Okay. So they gonna know.
What about you, honey?
I feel that my family, they see me and they think I'm a whole weirdo, and that's okay. They're like, you're an alien. You're not from here. I'm like, you're right. I'm not. But like, I honestly, they don't. I mean, my dad doesn't agree. My mom, she has an open mind, but she has different beliefs, and that's okay. But I just, honestly, I can't really connect because it's like, I'm gonna do me, I am who I am, and that's it. Right.
That's real.
Yeah.
Right.
What about you?
Well, my mom, man, she knows, cause she always been telling me since I was a kid, you're special. Something about you, you're special, you're special, you're special. And I never understood why, but still finding out more things in this extension. But we could talk, and it's like, not talk for a long time. She knows what's going on because she can see. She knows what's going on. I'm like, no, nothing. I'm good. Stop lying to me, baby. I understand. I know what's going on. Talk to me. So we are in tune. We talk a lot. Me and her talks a lot. About a lot. But on the other hand, my baby sister, she's like, don't understand. My other brothers and sisters, they, everybody's all spread out. But me and my mom, we like. We cool. Right. I don't say much, so I, starting to step into more who I am. But so she knows. She knows that I'm different from everybody else. But when I'm at home, here comes Mr. Philosophical. Here comes the crazy guy. Here comes the person that think he knows everything. But I don't know everything. I just know what I know, and I can help you out with certain things that you don't know, and I can probably learn something from you.
Exactly.
So I have an open mind when I talk to people, but also when I'm talking, I'm also listening to myself too to reiterate me. To refix things in me, because it's a reminder. All this what we were talking about, it's a reminder to myself. So I'm not just speaking to you guys, I'm just listening to myself to also reiterate and recreate things that's going on in my mind. So it's really
I mean, me personally, growing up in a family where my parents were Jehovah's Witnesses and a lot of my aunties, uncles, grandparents, I feel like when I finally broke out of that shell and told my parents, what I did and who I was, they accepted it. They didn't say, oh, well, we don't want to talk to you anymore because of what you did. They accepted it because at the end of the day, I'm grown. I can do what I want to do. I can actually communicate and talk to my father about stuff. He can relate. He don't, get all in it, but he will listen to what I have to say. So my brother, he's spiritual. My sister, she's still not fully tapped in. I don't know why, but she's, I guess, afraid of something. And my other brother, he's a Muslim. So none of us are Jehovah's Witnesses, as you can see. That's just something we did not decide to go into.
Right.
But, we are more leaning toward the spiritual side. So I guess as far as my family, they understand and know what it is that, I do and what my brother, what he's into because he's spiritual as well. But they don't knock us and make us feel bad. My mom, she don't really like for me to talk to her. So that's why I talk to my father more because he can understand because his grandparents did practice and do the stuff that I'm doing. So he's more understanding and open-minded. But I feel like when it comes to families, some of them are not going to be understanding and open-minded because they're just closed-minded. They don't want to know what you got going on, what it is that you believe in, what it is that you're doing because that's just how they were trained, from their past. relatives, loved ones, ancestors, and stuff. But me, I'm more open-minded, and you know, I'm happy that my father is starting to be more open-minded, and he can understand what it is when I tell him, you know, I got a reading today. They said this, that. Like, he don't sit here and be like, I don't want to hear about that. He listens, you know, and I feel in my heart that if he wasn't a Jehovah's Witness, he would be spiritual because he's very intuitive.
Yeah.
My father be predicting and telling me things that's going to be happening and do. Wow. So, you know, I do feel that he is, but again, he decided to be what he is, so I have to respect that.
Right.
So, yeah, so.
I want the answer to that, because it's crazy, because, like, what I've been noticing, like, even the people that go to church, they be getting tarot, too. And they don't tell you nothing about it. But hold on, but they don't tell you. They don't tell you nothing about it. But they want to get there and look at you like you're doing something wrong, like but you getting tarot at the same time, and you getting this at the same time. But then again, it's like it's so crazy because like, come on, man, let's be straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you saw on this hill, but you want to go ahead and get tarot too. But you want to look at it and say, oh, if you doing it, oh, it's wrong, it's bad.
Yeah.
But you back doing, you get it in the background.
Or they get like, oh, I think I have a curse or a hex on me. I'm like, well, first of all, how do you know you have a curse?
Right.
On you?
Right.
And second of all, shouldn't you just pray to God to remove that from you?
Right. And then
no offense to anybody.
No offense at all. No offense at all.
But I'm just like, why are you coming to see us?
Right. If we're so bad and what we're doing is wrong.
It's terrible and it's frowned upon. Then it's kind of like, why do you want a candle to help you remove the energy?
Yeah.
But then I asked one of my homeboys. He's in the church, and I was like, "Do you believe in this?" He's like, "Yeah, I believe in certain things." I'm like, "Well, why you look at people to help you with it? Why you look at them as a bad person if you believe in this? Come on, man. You know, we live in a magical realm.
Yeah,
thank you.
Let's be real, man.
Yeah.
Let's be real. They've been using it for years.
Yes.
Years and years and years. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't know if anybody has heard that. Like everything is nothing and nothing is everything.
I've heard that.
Yes. And that's where we are in right now. Everything is something, but something is nothing.
Right.
Which is yin and yang.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I like that.
Balanced.
Me too. Right. Well, do anybody have anything they want to share with the viewers before we get ready to end this great episode for today? No. You have anything you want to share with the viewers?
I guess, like, just hearing collectively everybody on here, stick to your guns, be yourself,
Yeah.
and fuck everybody. You know, it's just gonna stress you out.
We have one life, and when that life, when
That
it
part.
starts clicking, clicking, that's it.
Yeah.
You can't go back and
Definitely.
redo it.
That
Like,
is
let
so
me
real.
restart.
Yeah,
No, there's no
definitely.
restarting.
yeah.
Yes, and what about you, honey?
Basically what he said, just be yourself, you know, because, I mean, people are going to talk regardless, so just keep doing you. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, as within is without.
Yeah.
As above, so below.
Yeah.
I say.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I say to that.
My thing is this, you know, regardless if spirituality affects family, friendship, or relationships, you should not let it affect you as a person. If this is something that you want to do in your heart, do it. If the other person isn't on the bandwagon, guess what? Let them stay where they at. You continue to go to the next level, and eventually they'll either come or they can get left behind. But at the end of the day, y'all know, like always, drop your feedback down below.
And like, share, comment, and
and comment and subscribe. And until the next episode, bye.
My mind run deep in my thoughts when I didn't have it. Sleeping on the floor, wishing it was a mattress. Now I'm in Hollywood with actors and actresses, where everybody bougie, latest trends and fashions. I'd rather keep it $100 if you ask me. I was trying to pay the bills just like last week. I was trying to sell a deal just like last week. Trying to run plays and run it up like the mathletes. It's in my DNA.